Hi, my name is Charlotte Skiles. I'm a nutrition consultant and clinical herbalist with Eat in Peace Wellness Consulting, located in Austin, Texas. And today's topic is how to eat during a colon cleanse. And the idea here is that during a cleanse, you're giving the body a break from the daily burden that we typically put on our systems with inappropriate foods and beverages that we consume. So, how to eat during this time? Well, you want to eat in a way that Mother Nature intended for you to eat, which is honoring our ancestry and honoring our bodies. Our bodies aren't accustomed to the food in this modern food supply. And so in terms of a colon cleanse, the idea is to eat the foods that Mother Nature intended. So if you want to know how to do that, you ask yourself the following series of questions. Where did this food come from? Does the food remember where it came from? Does it come from the ground? Does it come from a tree? Does it come from a bush? Is the animal that you're eating living the life that nature intended that animal to eat? Because we benefit or greatly suffer from the way that animal lived. And this is a major problem in terms of our farming techniques in this country. So buying locally is a huge conversation here when you're considering how to eat during a colon cleanse. That's the main concern, is are you eating the foods that you evolved on? Now, two food groups that I would recommend cutting out during this colon cleansing time is grains and dairy. These are the two foods that are newest to our food supply and present the biggest problems for people. So in terms of that, you're giving your body such a great gift if you can experiment. And it's an experiment. Don't look at it, oh my God, what am I going to do with these, without these foods the rest of my life? You don't need to go there. It's just for today. And it's just temporary experiment to learn something about your system. I've seen small miracles occur when these foods are removed from the diet. And that can go a huge way into cleansing the colon. Because the thing to think about in terms of cleansing the colon is that what ends up in the colon is a direct result of what occurred upstream in digestion. Now, where does digestion start? Most people would say the mouth. I say the mind. You can think about a food and begin to salivate. You might even hear your stomach gurgle as digestive juices are turned on. That has to do with the state of the nervous system. So when you eat, you want to make sure, for a colon cleanse and for life in general, that you're giving the body the experience of eating when digestion is turned on. So don't multitask when you eat. Don't eat in your car. Don't eat on the phone. Don't eat in front of your computer. When you eat, eat. And make sure you're relaxed. The easiest way to relax the system is to take 3 deep breaths. That immediately shifts the nervous system over into a more digestive-friendly state. Chew your food as well. The rule of thumb is to chew your food until you cannot identify what it is. It's a lot of chewing. But it gives the stomach a really good chance of proper digestion. And that's the third phase of digestion, is the stomach, and we want to make sure that it's very acidic. Most people who are concerned about taking antacids don't have enough stomach acid. It's not that they have too much. They don't have enough to digest their food. The food sits there, produces a certain amount of acid through its indigestion process, and then you experience discomfort. So turning down the acid is never the answer. We want to turn that acid on. Those 3 things play a huge role in terms of what ends up in your colon. So that's something I would really think about when doing a colon cleansing diet. That's something that's often very overlooked. So the other things that I would recommend in terms of food is to make sure that you're getting a good amount of dietary fiber, and I would recommend doing that from vegetables and fruits, and avoiding the grain fiber that can be so irritating to people. So those would be the things that I would think about with how to eat on a colon cleansing diet.